The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiClarkenetwork.com.
Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show, live here at La Creole, 810 St. Clair Avenue West. And how's everybody doing? Oh, I love it. I love it. Special. The weather outside is frightful, but the people inside here are delightful. And that's right, we keep the energy high and popping. And there's been so much going on this week. By the way, I just want to introduce you to our very special guest DJ. Please welcome DJ Ron John here.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Thanks. It's great to be back here.
It's really great having you back. And,
yes.
I love the fro. It's coming out there.
Well, that's one of the things I've been doing since I've been gone. I've been growing my hair, right? So, haven't cut it since August, so it's going somewhere. I don't know where it's going. I may do the locks again. I don't know. Maybe.
I like the locks.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
I'm an extremist. I like it really low, bald, or really long.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy when it's short too, because I cleaned it around this time last year. It was sort of low as well, but
right.
Yeah.
Very cool. So this weekend I did something a little bit bold.
Okay.
You've heard of the show Dragon's Den, right, on CBC?
Ah, yes.
So I went and I auditioned in front of the Den's producers, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to go out and take a leap of faith and see what happens. So I pitched to them the idea about, funding the Nikki Clarke Show to take it to the next level. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I was sitting with two ladies and I think they're playing like this good cop, bad cop kind of vibe.
Oh, yeah.
One was just like, okay, Sarah, what do you do? Totally disinterested, and the other one was like, really? I really like that idea.
Well,
so,
the testing, because when you meet the crew, like I said, hey, everybody, she's going to be getting in, right? She's going to get into Dragon's Den. Am I correct? Well, it's just preparation. It's just preparation. Yeah.
Meets opportunity.
Opportunity.
Meets success. I forgot the formula. What is it? Something like that. But yeah, so that was really fun. And then, I was thinking that I should really go out and celebrate with my girls. Every now and then, I kick back and I like to enjoy myself. I like to go out and dance. And I remembered one time when I went to a reggae bar with a couple of friends of mine. And there was, a whole bunch of people there. We're having a good time. And I walked in and I noticed that I got spotted. Does anyone know what I mean by being spotted? Being spotted is when you are the object of someone's desire for the entire night, whether you like it or not.
Oh! Oh,
so
boy.
I got spotted by a Jamaican fellow, and if you know Jamaican men, they're relentless. So I can say that I'm Jamaican. So anyway, he comes in, and I see him in his, red, gold, and green leisure suit, and I see him beelining up to me, and I was like, oh no, please, Lord, don't let him say anything to me, and I hear, psst.
That had to come from somewhere. When you just said, I was thinking that he has to say psst at some point.
And then he said psst again. So I'm saying a silent prayer, Lord, please make me invisible. Please. But I heard groaning behind me, so I know that God didn't give me that prayer. He didn't grant that prayer. And then we wouldn't stop. It went from brown into long hair, tall hair. And then it was just a barrage of groaning, tall hair, 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 tall hair. So I turned around and I said, yeah. I'm exasperated now. And my girls are, they're just giggling, encouraging him. So he says, what? You never hear me call you. So I said to him, you know what, I have a war injury, trickier, so I couldn't hear you. What? So he says, looks at me and he says, me like you, me like you. Me like how you're red and thick. Everybody now hears this in the restaurant.
Oh,
so hear,
wow.
People turn around, what's going on? So he says to me, I look upon you, but think say, you is a Virgo. So my girlfriend turns around, she goes, oh no, she's no virgin. I said, shh, don't encourage him, keep quiet. So he says to me, hold on. I look upon you, but think say, you is a Cancer. So my girlfriend turns to him, she's just fed up with his lyrics, and she says, look, if she's a Cancer, you must be an STD. Oh! She went there. Yeah, good times. We have a great show for you tonight. Some amazing guests, inspirational messages. And before we get started, I thought I'd do a little song for you. Is that okay? This is my girl, Sade. I've been listening to her since way back in the day, and this song is dedicated to my future husband out there, sweetest to you, boo. Hope you like it. Now, if you know the song, feel free to sway to it. If I tell you now, will you keep on loving me? If I tell you how I feel, will you keep bringing out the best in me? You're giving me the sweetest taboo, the sweetest taboo. There's a quiet storm, and it never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm, that is you. There's a quiet storm, and it never felt this hot before. You're giving me something that's too real. Sweetest taboo, that's why I'm in love with you. You're giving me the sweetest taboo. You're too good for me, you're just too good for me. I'd do anything for you. I'd stand out in the rain. Anything you want me to do. Don't let it slip away. There's a quiet storm, never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm, that is you. There's a quiet storm, and I never felt this hot before. You're giving me something that's taboo. Sweetest taboo, that's why I'm in love with you. You're giving me the sweetest taboo. It's too good for me. You got the biggest heart. Sometimes I think you're just too good for me. Every day is Christmas, and every night is New right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show, and sitting beside me is a personal strategist. Please welcome Randi May Stanford Leibold to the show.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Excellent.
Doing well.
Thank you. You look lovely.
Thank you. So do you. You look beautiful.
Thank you. We kind of coordinate. Yeah, a little bit. We get the plums and the purples and the black. Wow. Yeah, so when was the last time we saw each other? Was it Black History Month?
Yeah,
in
Black
Pickering?
History Month at Pickering Town Center.
Yeah, and what were you doing there? Do you remember?
I was reading a poem that I had wrote for Black History Month, and I had the honor of sharing the stage with you, so I'm so happy to
That
see
was
you
fun,
again.
yeah. No, I'm glad that you're here. And I know some people are wondering a little bit about your background, tying it all into
Absolutely.
a personal strategist. So we'll get you to talk about that.
Okay, so I'm a personal strategist. I help individuals, couples, and organizations with dealing with stress and wellness. So I run couples workshops and help them to reconnect. I also connect with busy business leaders and teach them mindful meditation. This was my favorite part because usually by the time we get to week 4, people are sitting on the floor with their legs crossed and smirking, thinking that they've never been on the floor in a lotus position before. And so my background, I was a crisis counselor for 5 years.
Yeah.
I worked for Victim Services Appeal and Victim Services of Durham. I helped people with domestic violence, homicides, suicides, child sexual abuse, sexual assaults, and I went to on scenes with police officers to help families.
In crisis.
Yeah, in crisis pretty much.
Yeah. That's a lot to take in. I've done work in the community as well, and sometimes it's difficult to detach yourself from the situation. So now as a personal strategist, you work with a number of people who have different needs, right?
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself well for your family? Because you have a husband and a son, and then you have to be well to function with others. How do you keep it all together in the balance?
Keep it together. One of the things I learned in I think it was year 2 of my career as a crisis counselor, I learned Tai Chi.
Tai Chi?
Yeah, I learned it for 3 years, and what I realized it was meditation in motion. And it brought me from a stress level of 100 right down to 0 every time I did it. So I did Tai Chi and meditation and exercising. And really those are the 3 things that keep me.
Keep it all together. Yeah. How long have you been a personal strategist now? How long has that been
I've been a
going
personal
on?
strategist since last year, August.
Okay.
I transitioned from being a crisis counselor into opening up my own business and helping people in a different way.
Okay. So you have couples that come and visit you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
actually go to couples.
You go to them?
Yeah, so sometimes I host a workshop, but then I go in the homes of couples and help them connect in the comfort of their own home.
Okay. So let me ask you a couple questions. What are the ingredients then for a healthy relationship?
The ingredients, that's a big question.
Okay, give me 2.
So the ingredients are being present with your partner, making sure that they're heard.
Present
seen.
versus presence.
Absolutely.
Okay, like gifts.
Absolutely. Okay. Making sure that they feel heard, seen, and cared for, and that you connect mind, body, and soul. And so I really try to get people to connect. Making time to just look at your partner. And a lot of books about sex and tantric sex start with connecting with your partner with the breath. Doing something called soul gazing, looking into their eyes for about 5 minutes, and it really builds
Without
a
saying
connection.
anything.
Without saying anything at
Okay.
all. No sex,
That's
no touching.
pretty intimate.
That's it. It's pretty intimate.
Yeah.
Most times in a couples workshop, people start to cry because they realize for the first time that they've allowed their partner to see them or they're being seen.
Who are you? I don't even know you anymore. Wow.
Yeah.
And what other things do you do in the community?
So in the community, right now I am trying to work with a maternity home for young women and teach them mindfulness so that they can connect with the babies while they're in their tummies, and so that creates a nice transition for when they come out into the world and they have that strong connection with their child.
That's beautiful. Okay.
sometimes when we are in certain positions in our life and we have certain responsibilities, it comes from a place where we were at some point in our lives. Were you ever a victim?
Oh, absolutely. So in high school, I had a really rough time. I was bullied throughout the entire time, actually. I had one guy would follow me around and call me ugly, or someone who would threaten me in the cafeteria.
Yeah, she is beautiful.
Thank you. But that was really rough for me, to the point where someone assaulted me. And police had to come to the school, and it really broke me down. Dealing with that, especially as a young woman, at the age of 16, having to deal with someone following you around, calling you ugly, and telling you you're not enough.
You're just trying to figure it out, you know, like where you fit in life.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out what your body's changing into and all of these things. And so at 16, unfortunately, I attempted suicide. And so that really, that experience gives me the opportunity to realize, and as a crisis counselor, to really recognize what people are experiencing and the depths of where they can go within themselves.
You've been there.
Yeah,
You come from a real place. And I'm sure that you've turned around so many lives and created a legacy for not only them, but their families to come. So, you know, we have to give it up to Randi May for that. So I'll give you another round of applause. It takes a very special person to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
So what's next for you? How about a book coming maybe,
Yeah,
a movie?
Actually, I do have a book coming.
You do? Awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
working
talk
on
about
a book.
that.
I just turned 30. So I've been writing a book.
30's the new 20.
Yeah. So throughout my 20s, I've been writing poetry, and I've been writing a lot about my spiritual experiences. So I've collected all of those things, and I'm going to write a book called Reflections of My 20s, and hopefully it can help somebody else.
That's fantastic. Now, I know that you're a gifted writer. Can you just do something right now on the spot, because that's what we do on the Nikki Clarke Show? Can you look into the audience lens and maybe just do a little bit of the poem that you recited when I saw you last? Because it was so touching.
Whoa, that's a big ask. Let me see.
Just something. Just
Something
a
small.
little taste, a little sample. No pressure.
No pressure. That's a lot of pressure. So I look into my soul, and I see a light staring back at me, and I'm not really sure who that person is. I travel down the road, and there's a storm coming. I'm wondering where I'm going, but the path is lighting up ahead of me in the distance, and I hear a voice telling me to keep going. There's a light at the end of the tunnel that's within you. And that's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Randi May, where can people find you?
People can find me at www.randimay.com. So that's RANDIMAE.com. My Twitter handle is RANDIMAE1. And my number is 289-200-1070.
Not responsible for the gentleman calling you, okay? Randi May, you're a pleasure. Thank you so much. Come back anytime. Randi May, everybody. We'll be back. Thank you for tuning in to the Nikki Clarke Show live at La Creole, 810 St. Clair Avenue West, on the corner of Arlington Street. And we have a very special guest. He is the senior pastor of Rock of Victory Ministries International. Please welcome Pastor Paul Ogbonna to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
One more time. Let me put the mic up.
I'm doing good. How is everyone?
Yeah. You look very dapper. I like what you're wearing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You are blessed.
Thank you. You're blessed too. Thank you very much for being here. I wanted to just ask you, you've been in Canada for how long now? Because you're originally from South Africa.
Yeah, our mother church is in South Africa. and I've been here for about 3 years now.
Okay. And there's some South Africans in the audience. Make some noise for yourself. So we'll talk
How
later.
are you all?
What part of South Africa are you from?
No, I was in South Africa as an immigrant in South Africa. I stayed in South Africa for a good number of years.
Okay.
Then we had a church in South Africa, and the church is situated at Johannesburg. So it's one of the biggest churches in Johannesburg, and the name is the Rock of Victory Ministries International.
Okay. So this is an extension.
So this is an extension. This is the Canada branch of the church.
Fantastic. Now, I think I mentioned to you that we're going to South Africa next March. Who's coming with us?
Yes. I think I'm going to go with you.
Awesome. We're a fun group. So tell me, how has it been for you setting up the church here? Have there been any challenges or?
Yeah, there are challenges because of the culture. The culture is different here if you compare it to South Africa.
How different is it?
Well, it's something that is good anyway. Because in the Western world, I think we want people to embrace Christ. Over there, many people embrace Christ.
Okay.
So sometimes we find it not easy to get people involved because people want to see. Here, they want to see before they believe.
They see results before.
Yes, they want to see the result before they believe. But there, they want to believe before they see the result. So that is how it goes here.
Okay. And where is your church right now? Where is it located?
The church is located at 264 Toyok Drive here in Toronto.
Okay, so that's Western Road and Finch area.
Yeah, the major intersection is Western Road and Finch Avenue
Okay.
West.
Okay, but your church is growing beautifully. Over the span of 3 years, you've done a lot of great work.
Yeah, God is doing wonderful things in the church because the church is growing. It's growing tremendously. I couldn't even believe it because we just started, and but I know it's because of what God is doing in the church. God is doing great and mighty things in the church. It's surprising everyone that God is for real, and it makes people to know that when we talk about God is something that is for real. The four things Jesus Christ did was he teach people, he healed the sick, he preached the gospel, and Jesus went about healing everyone. Because the Bible says that he healed all manner of diseases. So we believe in the four things, and one of the four things that I want to tell you today is about the deliverance. He delivered people because he cast out demons from people. There are so many people that Jesus cast out demons because he wanted to make them to be the original people that God has made them to be. So he taught people, he preached the gospel, he healed all manner of sickness, and he cast out demons. Okay. So those are the four things we believe, and it's working fantastic.
It's working.
Very fantastic. Yeah.
What services do you offer? What days?
Yeah, we offer services on Sundays. The Sunday is our morning program. We call it the Sunday service, which starts at 10 o'clock with Sunday school. On Wednesday, we have our revival service. Then on Friday, we have our healing, deliverance, and miracle service. Those are the services.
Those are the services.
Yes,
Okay.
we conduct in a week.
All right. And if people want to get in contact you with one-on-one counseling, how can they reach you?
Yeah, counseling is every Thursday. Every Thursday is the counseling, and the time is from 12 to 6. So if anybody wants to talk to me one-on-one, I will listen, and we'll go into prayers, and the power of my Lord Jesus Christ will be proved in that person.
Awesome. Amen. I wanted to just ask you if you could share something about your own personal testimony. You were married for so many years, and then you got a wonderful gift.
Yes.
Can you tell us that story?
Yes. I married far back, it's about 20 years now. But it took me about 17 years to get my 2 boys. So I stayed with my wife for 17 years. We were looking for babies. We tried all kinds of things that they suggested for us in the hospitals and so on. We tried them, but it didn't work. But I found out that God called me in the ministry because I was an accountant. I worked as an accountant for a good number of about 13 years. And God called me to the ministry, and I refused to go. I refused to start the ministry. So, but when I saw that there is nothing I could do than to start the ministry that God has called me into. So when I did that, I got my 2 babies.
Twins,
bouncing baby boys. And they are 3 years now.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yes. And I found out that God has given me some gifts. And one of the gifts God has given to me is the gift of healing and the gift of deliverance.
Awesome.
Yeah, casting out demons and the gift of healing. So many people have been healed. I have a case of some people that had cancer, and God healed them. So it was so marvelous, and that will make you to understand that Jesus Christ is real. Yeah. Praise God.
Amen. I want to thank you so much for being here and sharing your story and just letting people know where they can go. You're a beacon of light, and thank you for all the wonderful things you do for people selflessly. You give a lot of yourself, so thank you for that.
God bless you all.
Okay. Pastor Paul, everyone, thank you. We'll be back. Thanks for joining the Nikki Clarke Show. I have a beautiful woman. She is a mother, she's a wife, and she's a fantastic real estate professional with RE/MAX. Please welcome Sandra Longden Ojha to the show. How are you doing, Sandra?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You look just stunning.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. Now, what size shoes do you take? Because I'm coming home with those.
5.5, unfortunately.
5.5?
Yeah. Very hard for me.
I'm a size 6, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
With a little
know,
butter.
Yeah.
Squeeze them in there. So you do well on the shoe sales too, right? Clean up.
Yeah, I actually started out, my first job was in shoe sales. So.
Really?
Yes.
Can you say what store?
It was with Aldo.
Aldo.
Long time ago.
Aldo, yeah. So would you say that you have a lot of sales experience from the shoe experience?
Yes, I would definitely say. I did a lot of sales when I was younger, and I grew up in a family where real estate was their main occupation. So I've grown up in it, and I love it because it's a way you can learn about people and see how you can better their lives. If you use it properly.
Absolutely. So how long have you been in the real estate?
I've been in real estate for just over 4 years now.
4 years, okay.
Licensed. Then again, growing up with it, you have all the other experiences.
Inside tips.
Inside tips, yeah.
Okay, all right. Actually, my father used to sell real estate before he became an Anglican priest. Yeah, he used to sell real estate in Quebec and Bermuda. So,
oh, wow.
But I don't know. I never understood real estate from that end, but.
It takes a special kind of mind to understand real estate. It's not easy.
What type of qualities do you need as a real estate professional to?
Well, in my opinion, because you're serving the people, it's good to have different types of personalities. So it's great to be able to communicate with people. It's great to be able to listen and understand what's important to them. And really, what's important in my business is you have to put them before you. Because before I can achieve any success in my business, I need to make sure that I'm successful at getting my client to wherever it is they need to be in their life.
Right.
Whether it's they're moving into their first home or they're looking for an investment property, I have to be sure that I position them for success.
All right. So, service before self.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Very. Well, so what's hot in the market right now, real estate?
It's both hot and it's not, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
There's two reasons why it's hot. The first one is because there's not a lot of inventory. So
What does that mean?
there's not a lot of houses or properties that are for sale.
Okay.
That are easily accessible.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising, seeing all the construction and traffic because of the construction.
Yes, I know. But a lot of them, they're not publicly for sale, or if
Okay.
they are, they're going even before they hit the market.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second is because there's a lot of foreign investment. So you've got a lot of foreign investors coming, like my clients come from Hong Kong and Dubai and South America, and they're just buying out the properties here, and
Really?
that's driving the prices up as well.
Okay.
So it's hot that way, but buyers are very savvy, and we have a lot of information at our fingertips. So they're very picky on what they're buying as well. So just because a property does come for sale, they know what their criteria is, and if it doesn't meet it, they may or may not necessarily jump on that property.
Okay. So that's the not hot part.
Yes, they're not hot.
Okay.
Because your buyers are very clever. So don't just try to put paint on your wall and hope that you can jack up the prices, because
Or burn a candle that smells like
Yes,
apple pie. I know all the tricks.
Yes, all
yeah.
the tricks, yeah.
That's interesting to know. So what would you say first-time buyers have to know? Maybe 2 or 3 things they have to know before getting into
the
buying a
first
home.
thing that's the most important, I'm working with a couple right now, so I'm kind of going through it right now as we're speaking, is they need to know their finances. It's not an easy topic sometimes to talk about with people because you're just getting to know them sometimes, and it's a personal subject, but you really need to get them comfortable enough to at least understand what they can afford and then what they're comfortable with spending. Because what you can afford and what you're comfortable with spending is not always the same thing.
Right.
So-
You have to give them a reality check sometimes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes they can actually afford more, but because of, let's say, what they want to do with their life, if they're still in school or they want to start a family or whatever it is that they want to do, you might want to check their finances, and I have financial planners that work with them because
Okay.
I'm a professional in buying and selling houses, but I'm not a professional in everything. So I work closely with people who help
Sure.
them
You
with that.
call on experts to help you. Yeah.
And then learn what you don't want. So my buyers are always so sweet. They feel bad taking me out sometimes, a lot of times, saying, I want to see this, I want to see this. And I said, please don't feel bad, because it's a process of elimination. You really need to learn by seeing and going into a space and understanding what you like and don't like.
Okay. How long does it typically take to sell a home for you?
It depends on what they're looking for. If it's something that is more readily available, let's say it's a first-time buyer going into a condo, it doesn't typically take longer than a few months at the very most, unless they're dealing with some financial things that they want to clear up, or they're dealing with something at work, something that comes up.
Right.
It usually takes about a few months to get them in.
Have you faced any challenges as a woman professional in real estate?
Oh yes, many. And I don't. It's not nice to say it, but recently I sold my condo, and this was very recent. And I put ads everywhere, and I used Kijiji as a tool as well. And I put my husband's name and my name, and both our contact info. And within a few hours, he was calling me saying, Sandra, please take off my number. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's only been a few. How could you be getting any calls? But apparently he was inundated with phone calls, and it was so interesting that they gravitated towards him and not me,
You.
just from the name. And as soon as I took his name off, then I started getting the calls. But they were like, oh, are you the person who's in charge, and should we talk to you?
Can we
And
talk
I'm
to
like,
somebody else?
well, yes. I'm like, don't you read the listing? I'm the real estate agent. I would hope you want to talk to me. But yeah, there is some barriers when you're as a woman. And when I do my commercial deals, it's actually hilarious.
Why is that?
Well, I walk in and I'm, dressed. I don't wear pants. I don't try and, I like my femininity. I keep it that way.
I think we like your femininity. The men like the femininity.
Yeah. And I walk in there, and it's typically men who are in that industry, and it's interesting because sometimes they don't know that I really know what I'm talking about. And I came from a pre-law background, so my negotiating skills.
Serious?
My negotiating skills are on point. So when we actually get into it, and then I start, I let them do their thing, and I get in there and I give them everything that I'm really thinking and what we really need, then it changes.
Everything shifts.
Everything shifts, and they were just, you get those comments with, oh, I didn't realize you were so smart, and well, thank you.
Not just a beautiful face.
Yeah.
Well, you have a little girl.
I do.
How old is she?
She's Almost 4.
Yeah.
It went really fast.
It went by really fast.
It went really fast.
Yeah. What's her name?
Her name is Scarlett.
Scarlett. That's beautiful.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Do you see a mini me in Scarlett?
I see a mini James, which is my husband.
Okay.
She's a mini him. But yeah, she has some traits that are, she's a good blend. I would say she's a good blend.
Okay.
She has a
Fantastic.
very strong personality, which I love.
Okay. Yeah. Got to keep them strong and positive.
Yes, very much so.
So what's next for you?
I'm actually launching a charity soon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Excited. So I'm working on that. The premise of that is to help give back to the community. I'm fortunate enough that I see families a lot who are getting rid of furniture. And it's good furniture, and I also have people who, make it look pretty, and they repaint it, and they restain it, and they finish it.
Nice.
So it'll go to families who are escaping from abuse situations. So for women's shelters, so it'll go
Transitioning. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it'll go to help them, and it'll go to help children who are being rescued from human trafficking. Because those
Okay.
two things are very dear to my heart. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to give back that way.
And when does it launch?
It's going to be launching in about a month. I'm just working on all the legal aspects of it and the accounting, and yeah,
What's the name of the?
I haven't finalized it yet.
Okay, we'll talk. I'm really good with coming up with the names and stuff.
Oh, you're amazing at a lot of
Oh,
things.
thank you, thank you. Well, I'm really happy that you're here, and congratulations on all your success, and just keep going.
Thank you.
Keep going
you.
now.
And same with you.
Thank you. We've got a lot of people looking up to you, so thank you.
Thank you.
And where can people find you?
You can find me at soldwithsandra.ca, or you can give me a call at 647-463-5936.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Sandra. It's a pleasure. Come back anytime.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks. Sandra, Longden, Ojha. We'll be back. Welcome back. What's the world without love? Sitting beside me is the gentleman of and founder of Spread the Love T-shirt campaign. Please welcome Jason Faulkoner to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I like the shirt. Spread love.
Yep.
Love it, love it. So, tell me a little bit about your background. Now, you've got a very diverse background. You started off as an amazing athlete. I mean, you're still an athlete.
I still compete and play basketball, but I started off playing professional basketball overseas. Traveled the world for about 7 years, and recently retired. I won't say recently retired, but I stopped playing about 5 years ago. Ended my career off in Taiwan, and decided I'd go back to school and be an educator. That was something I've always wanted to do. And 2 years ago, I graduated with a degree in education, so I'm teaching grade 3.
Awesome. Yeah, I applaud you. We need great teachers like yourself. So, but you played for Team Canada, right?
Yes, I had the opportunity to play for Team Canada in 2006. After graduating university, I came home, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue playing or not, but I was invited to go, competed with a lot of friends that I grew up playing with, and I made the team, and we traveled to the Dominican Republic and played a lot of the Caribbean teams. Trinidad and Tobago was there, Dominican Republic, Cuba. It was a really good experience, just traveling and playing the game that I love, basketball. So yeah, it was really good. Okay,
so how many countries do you think you've covered?
I've covered about 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All because of basketball, So really use basketball as a tool. As something that I wanted to do was travel the world, and I was able to do that through the game of basketball.
Okay.
So very grateful.
So with your talent of basketball, you got to meet so many wonderful people, many opportunities, doors open for you. Yeah. But where did you start? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in the west end of Toronto, in Rexdale. Grew up, had 2 sisters, mom and a dad. Grew up in a really good family. Had the opportunity of moving on from elementary school to middle school, and that's actually where I started playing basketball. But the west end of Toronto is where I'm born and raised, and I'm actually moved back there to kind of basically give back.
So you're back in Rexdale
Yes,
now?
I am. Yeah, teaching
Okay.
at a school there. So
Okay.
it came full circle. You know, where I grew up, I'm actually back in that area teaching. So it's really good.
Okay, what grades do you teach?
Grade 3, 4. So
Aw.
it's very challenging. You know, about 25 little kids that probably reach me at my knee, but they all think I'm LeBron. They don't call me Mr. Faulkoner. They call me, hey, Mr. LeBron. You know? So that's every day. But I love them. They're great. I have a ball. Every day is different, so I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. So how did Spread Love tie in with what you were doing as a teacher?
Actually, this clothing line was an idea that I had many years ago. I was kind of hesitant to start it, but in 2014, I was just inspired by my co-workers at work. I used to work at Lululemon, and they're really big on goals. And I was really inspired by the goals that they had posted on the wall. And I revisited this idea of starting this brand, and I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna go for it, whatever happens. You know, we usually want to start things, and you know, we're scared to do it, but I don't want to be one of those persons that, you know,
Don't follow through.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I wish I should have done this or I should have done that. So I jumped in, started it, and the response has been really positive. So.
Okay. When you came up with the name Spread Love, was that from what you were experiencing, or is it something that you saw missing, or you just something you really believe in that you want to push?
Actually,
What was
all three.
All three.
All three.
Okay.
Especially traveling a lot, meeting a lot of people, and the hospitality, and for me, being in a new country, just the way they've treated me, you know, just didn't know me.
Did they all think you were LeBron in every country?
Well, I was usually the only black guy in that country, so, you know, I was, I guess, what's the word? I was something they'd never seen before.
Okay.
You know? So, but yeah, they just really treated me well, and I just noticed that everywhere I went, the hospitality was the same, you know, and I took that away from a lot of the experiences that I've done, and I saw a need for a lot of love. You know, just turn on the radio, or turn on the TV, go on the internet, you see a bunch of stuff that's happening, you know, the bombings, all that stuff, and I'm like, there needs to be more love. There needs to be something more positive out there.
Yes.
And I figured, you know what can I do to help inspire or even ignite something like this? So the phrase "spread love" came. I'm like, it's a simple message, but very impactful. And I'm hoping that, you know, the message is clear and that people actually get what I'm trying to do. So.
Wonderful. Well, I love the colors that you have and the styles. They vary from what, T-shirts to hoodies to...
Yeah, T-shirts, hoodies, tank tops. We even have shirts for kids, infants as well. You know, it's really important that we teach our kids, you know,
Very early.
very early
Yeah.
about the differences between each other, even though we're different, but we still need to love and show respect for each other. So I kind of use my platform as a teacher, right? Just trying to use my platform as a teacher to help inspire not only kids, but just people in general. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. You know, it doesn't hurt to say hi to a random stranger. Do something nice for someone.
A random act of kindness.
Yeah, every day is an opportunity to do something nice for someone. You know, not just because it's their birthday or, you know, just do something nice. Be the difference you want to see. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But besides, you know, spreading love, you know, educating, you also have a great initiative coming up with a couple of other people too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So a couple of friends of mine, we started a nonprofit organization called Youth Are Us. It's basically a mentorship program where we actually started in Rexdale, and you know, I've noticed for myself, and then my other two colleagues have noticed that as well. You know, there's a need for, especially in the inner cities, you know, there's a lot of boys that are, you know, single parent homes, you know, there's no father figure, and we're really trying to make our mark in the area as far as supporting these single parents, especially the boys, you know, no guidance, and the lack of respect is there, you know, especially for authority, but we want to take this opportunity to kind of give back and inspire, you know, these young boys, and yeah, it's going well. We actually have an event coming up on Friday. It's actually a basketball tournament. We've kind of selected the top 8th graders in the city, and we're actually having police are involved as well. They're actually playing in the game as well.
That's a lot of fun.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, just trying to bridge that gap. You know, there's a lot of negative connotations with police nowadays.
Sure.
And we're just trying to bring the community together and know, you know what, they're not really against us. You know, we need to work together in building a strong community. So, yeah, it's been really good.
That's amazing. And where can people get information about your event?
You can actually check it out at youthrus.ca. All the information is there. It's actually at 2170 Kipling Avenue in Etobicoke. And yeah, it starts at 2 o'clock with the police game, and 4 o'clock is the grade 8 All-Star game.
Okay. So with Spread Love, your design line, how far has it been reaching? What parts of the world are buying your shirts?
It's actually kind of exciting. I remember getting a message. I got a post from someone in Sri Lanka. Yeah, they bought the shirt. They were wearing it in Sri Lanka. I was like, wow, you know. All over the U.S., I have a lot of friends, even random strangers that I've never met before. All over North America, in Europe
Men,
as well.
women, babies are wearing it.
Yes, yeah, men, women, and babies, which is awesome. You know, that's what I wanted, and it's actually heading in that direction. And I'm actually using this as well to expand into an anti-bullying campaign. I know the other guest you had here, it kind of hit home because that's really what I wanted to do, especially in the schools, is to raise more awareness with bullying. You know, a lot of people don't talk about it until there's a major tragedy or someone. You know,
Do you see it in your school?
Yeah, and it's very evident in my school as well, which is why I'm really pushing for it in my school as well. Yeah, we just need to be kind. Kids need to be kind to each other.
Absolutely.
You know? And just that respect needs to be there. So.
And I think you mentioned to me that there's certain days that the children and the educators
Yes.
wear your shirts,
Yeah,
right?
it was actually initiated from my VP. She started this Spread Love Friday. So every Friday, all the teachers in the school that have shirts, they wear their Spread Love shirt on Fridays. So it's actually catching on. A lot more teachers like, hey, where can I get this? I'm seeing everyone with the Spread Love stuff. You know, so I'm like, hey, just let me know if you want to support. So it's been really good. A lot of the students are now asking for it. So it's where I want it to be right now. So
Okay.
it's good. Hopefully global.
Yeah.
Global.
How about accessories, hats?
Yeah, that's
Belts.
coming too. No belts, but idea, thanks. But hats for sure this summer. Working on a spring and summer collection, so that's coming soon as well.
I'm still waiting for my order.
It's coming.
I asked for a hot pink Spread Love t-shirt.
Yes.
It's coming.
I put the order in, so it's coming.
Very good. Thank you. Jason Faulkoner, everyone. Spread Love. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be back.
How you guys doing today? All right. When I say one, you say love. One. Squeeze, Mr. DJ. This song dedicated to the ladies, them. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. Bring up the phone, please. Watch microphone. With your love, you hold me with your love. Caress me with your touch. Fill me with your love. Ladies, so many girls wanna be with me, but I choose you to be my lady. Cause I believe in you from the very first time I saw you, girl. Saw that flare in your eyes, caught me by surprise. But I knew you were the one, an angel in disguise. With your love, hold me with your love. Caress me with your touch. Girls, fill me with your love. With your love, you hold me with your love. Caress me with your kiss. Girl, fill me with your love. You know, ladies, stick to me, I will stick with you. Together we can make this work, girl. First time I saw you, I got glued, girl, yeah. Now I feel so free, free as free can be, girl. To see you, yes, I'm eager for you, ladies. Pull up my selector. This next, everybody all right? Whenever I go all over the world, you know, myself and alright, the people will say, yeah man. On the alright? On the alright? Alright, this is a new song named My Vows. You know, I've been having a vibe from lately, and I got inspired to write this song named My Vows. So I hope you like it, a new song. First time playing in Toronto. Squeeze! Yeah. I pledge to you my faithfulness, to hold you with all tenderness, to love you forevermore, for better and for worse. So in the presence of God I vow, baby, to you I love, put your trust in me. I wanna spend my life with you. Forever I'll be by your side. I'm happy you're in my life. I'm in love with you for the rest of my life. I used to be afraid of falling in love. I got hurt so many times, don't know who to trust. Then you came into my world and stirred it up. You took my empty heart and filled it all with love. In the presence of God I bow, baby, to you I love. I put your trust in me. I wanna spend my life with you. Forever I'll be by your side. I'm happy here in my life. I'm in love with you for the rest of my life. I vow to take the time to share in your tears and joys. Always be there when you need a helping hand. Free from all those doubts, I know it's you I love. Promise to be with you always, girl. In the presence of God I vow, baby, to you I love. Put your trust in me. I wanna spend my life with you. Forever I'll be by your side. I'm happy here in my life. I'm in love with you for the rest of my life. Yeah. Girl, I promise to love you, girl. Promise to be true. I promise I will be there for you, girl. So in the presence of God I vow, baby, to you I love. Put your trust in me. I wanna spend my life with you. Forever I'll be by your side. I'm happy in my life. I'm in love with you for the rest of my life. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Korexion, Korexion. Yeah. Yeah, you're tuning in to what? Nikki Clarke Show.
Correction, everybody make some noise.
Thank you.
Big up yourself, big up yourself.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you.
That was wonderful.
Awesome.
That was amazing.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. And before I ask you about your music, I just want to say congratulations on your new arrival. He's a daddy, number two. Number two, right? Just a month old.
Pardon me?
Just 1 month old, the baby.
Yeah, 1 month old right now.
Okay, wow.
Definitely.
So are you getting any sleep?
I'm used to it. I'm a night owl, as the man always said. So I'm always up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So tell me about the song that you wrote.
Yeah, My Vows. It's a new song that I just released recently. It's online to Reverb Nation, iTunes. It's just a lover's rock. And I find out that not a lot of reggae artists been grabbing into the wedding, loving concept from recently.
Right.
So it was an opportunity for me to meds, as they would call it, meditate onto that concept and write something that's close to my heart, which is the love. You know, it's my vows, the first vow that you're giving to your woman when you marry her.
I like that.
So it's an opportunity to. Some man is scared or afraid. They don't know what to write on their vows. They can actually sing my song.
Okay. Forever.
Forever.
And
Ever.
everyone
Presence
is
of God I vow, baby to you I love, put your trust in me. I wanna spend my life with you forever. Yes,
I love it. It's amazing. Wow, I'd be very happy receiving that.
Thank you very much.
Now, you're a Juno winner.
I am.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you
the
very
Junos were just around the corner last weekend.
Yes.
And you won a Juno for what?
I won a Juno for Best Reggae Recording for the song X-Rated. It's a reggae song, not that X-rated. It play on the radio and it play on the television. So it's not really that X-rated. But the title of it is X-rated. And again, the artist that I wrote the song with, Dan English from Jamaica, and the song did extremely well. So that was one of the big songs, and also It's All Blessed.
It's All Blessed.
Which always
it's like one of my favorites.
The world. It's all blessed.
Yeah,
you know,
I love
so
it.
that song is a good song, and we've been promoting some new song, Day One Links. You know, big up the people and from Day One. So like yourself, because it's been from how long I've been.
Minanoa, long time.
From even when you're on Bay Street.
Yes.
All right, that to show you far we have been going.
Long
from.
time.
So after big up tonight. Big R up, yeah. Am I right? You've been doing it.
You're right.
So
you're
after
right. Thank you.
big you up on your state,
you.
big you up and tell you, sir, as a representative of the artists industry in Canada here, we got to big you up and say thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So what's next for you?
Well, right now we are on our mini tour. Tomorrow, the Saturday, 2 shows. Sunday, so we've been pushing this new song, My Vows. So we have a lot of shows coming up. We're trying our best to organize to go Europe in July. So we should be going to Europe July for 2 weeks. And then we come back in and the Caravana festivities start up again. So I got a couple tours happening, a couple new songs, a couple new videos. So just check out my name, Korexion, Korexion. You know, we're Jamaican, we don't spell correction the same way. And I especially like when the ladies call my name, especially when we go French. You know, the ladies call Korexion. So I like it. But yeah, I'm doing well. I have some new product coming out. I have another new song coming out named If You Only Knew. So that's listen out for that later on, probably a month or two from now. So we're still pushing My Vows. A video is supposed to be releasing shortly. And we're trying our best to promote reggae music, especially as a youth coming from Trenchtown, Jamaica. We got to respect everybody who helped us from day one, from the grassroots. Because I come from dirty pants and no shirt and running around in the streets. You know, could be killed every day. You have
now everything all blessed.
I know it's all blessed.
Yeah.
Right, we're still alive, you know. I have my son just born just now. And it's all blessed. So we give thanks for life and give thanks for the simplest little things that we get in life. So, you know, so give thanks to friends, musicians, entertainers. You know, they're our family. So, you know, anywhere I see them in the world, I gravitate to them and help them out as much as we can. So this time around, I think the musicians now in Canada is getting together now and trying to mobilize this industry to help out, because you guys been doing it a lot, and I know you guys need the effort and the help from everyone. So we're doing it. You know, I've been on the street, so I know they're doing it as well.
Okay.
So big up to all the other Canadian artists. Big up Cafinal, because you won the Juno this year. Big up Escaliva, you know, in a history as well, because the 4th time you've been won Juno 4 times straight. So first time in history. So big up yourself on that, you know. But other than that, we've been pushing reggae music throughout the world, promoting Toronto, promoting Canada, and most of all promoting our brand, because you know our name is a brand, but music is a brand, so we're trying to uplift the brand.
Awesome. And where can people find the brand?
Well, people, you know, again, my name is Korexion, Korexion. Reverb me, Twitter me, MySpace me, but most of all, go up on iTunes and purchase my song. Once again, Korexion. Original from Trenton, Jamaica, but representing Toronto, Canada. So I say, log on.
All right, Korexion.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be back.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. This is DJ Ron John. Up on the up on the stage right now, singer who hails from Ottawa, Ontario. His name is Abel Maxwell.
How you guys doing? Please clap your hand with me. Come like this. Come like this.
Vos larmes conversent en silence, se perd l'amour et se perd même l'espérance. Seul dans la nuit, j'irai avec ma vie sans vie, aller survivre par les filles. J'ai tenté de m'enfuir et même tenté de reconstruire. J'ai même essayé d'acheter mon avenir. J'ai donné le meilleur de moi à qui n'en voulait même pas. Pourquoi on veut venir jusque là?
Jusqu'à toi. Jusqu'à toi, yeah, jusqu'à toi, oh, oh, jusqu'à toi. Can you make some noise? Come on. Jusqu'à toi, oh, oh. Are you having fun tonight? One day, it's on your mind, make me lose control, make me lose my French. Beauté naturelle pour couleur miel, tes hanches font vague avec la mer, me donne envie, passe au dessert, toujours de l'an. Hey, je pète les plombs, je pompe le son, mi amour. Hey, je veux corbeau, on va faire le show, on va se poser. Hey, je suis Superman avec la Batman, je sais que t'es pris, je suis sous l'emprise de ta beauté, ton convoité, on s'emboîter pour les déboîter. If you're happy, make some noise. Say ooh ooh, ooh ooh, ooh ooh. Scream. Je peux pas le décrire en simples mots. Me donne envie de chanter simple choses, ou bien de chanter ma chérie amour. Clap your hands with me like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, come on. Hey, hey, that's better. Come on, clap. Thank you very much.
Une fois plus, Abel Maxwell in the house. That was awesome. I'm going to give you a hug. Oh, it is hot in here. Woo. Goodness gracious. Give me a minute. Collect myself. Wow. Brilliant performance. Thank you so much. Now, thank you for making the trip all the way from Ottawa to grace the stage here at La Creole.
It's an honor to be here.
Thank you so much. And I met you in Ottawa when you had your show. Where was that again? It was across the street from Parliament Hill.
It's the National Art Center.
National Arts Center. And you were there with your group.
Yes.
Tell us about your group and where you perform.
My group, there was Miguel de Armas. He's a Cuban pianist. And I have the group 2.
They're fantastic.
Amazing singers that I'm producing as well. And I had a bass player, drummer, and the guitar Carrie Blackwell. They are pretty famous. Well, they're pretty known in the city, in the community.
Yeah.
And I did like an all-star musician to play with me, and I'm very honored to play with them.
Yeah, you're a brilliant musician and singer and performer. I heard someone tell me that you're the French Michael Jackson, and I can see that. Can you see that? I saw some of the moves there, and it's like, oh, bring me back. So you're originally from Lyon, France?
Yes, from Lyon, France. I come from 3 places. Well, Lyon, France, Amsterdam, Holland, and I'm also West Africa, Senegal and Togo, and I moved to Canada 8 years ago.
Okay.
And I did a degree in finance. I work in finance, and I've been passionate about music. I started playing the piano at 6 years old, but my parents are doctors, and they wanted me to be a doctor. And so I told them, okay, I'm gonna do a master degree in finance, and then when I got the paper, I can say, okay, this is the paper, now I can go do my music. Right?
So you got the paper, now you can do what you gotta do. Oh, wow.
And then I worked a couple of years in finance, and then I decided to quit my job to inspire people with my story and encourage them to pursue their dreams.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, it is awesome. and I think you'd be a fantastic physician if you ever reconsidered that. Ever thought about that?
I think I'm too sensitive. I think people will come and see me, and I will start crying. So.
Aww. Now tell us a little bit more about your music. You have an album that you just released not too long ago.
Yes, I have 2 albums. The first was released in France. The second one with my company, BODB on tape. I work with a great team of producers, and my manager is here tonight, Joanne Dupuis.
Joanne Dupuis.
Make some noise for her.
Fais du bruit pour Joanne Dupuis.
And then she keeps me in line. I'm a little bit all over the place, and she said, okay, you can't do this, you can't do that, you have to do this. So I'm a little bit more organized thanks to her. And then also I have Just the Greatest, who's my producer. I'm working on a new EP that is gonna come very soon. My single, One Day, that I perform is airing in the radios in France, in Belgium, and Switzerland. And,
that's amazing.
We have 500,000 views on YouTube, which is pretty
wow. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
And then in French we don't have. It's rare to have. I grew up listening to Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, and Motown, and I wanted to bring that flavor in French. Mm-hmm. And actually, I learned how to speak English by reading, because I come from a French-speaking country. So
yeah, did you learn English through the lyrics that you read?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, great. Can you just look into the audience lens and maybe give encouragement in French to someone who is an emerging artist looking for a little hope? They're a little discouraged.
Should I say that in French or in English?
French.
French. Alors, mes amis, écoute, il faut que tu suives tes rêves. Non, écoute, tout est possible si tu crois. Entoure-toi d'une bonne équipe et puis fonce, c'est possible.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And where can people find you?
Sorry.
Where can people?
Abel Maxwell on Google. I'm pretty much on every social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere. And that's my team that does that, because I can't do that on my own. And, so it's Abel, A-B-E-L, Maxwell, M-A-X-W-E-L-L. And then I'm very happy to, if you write, I always reply. I try. And I'm very, I'm very happy to communicate and connect with more people and inspire and encourage and empower them as well.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I know you're a very busy man. You've been doing a lot of great interviews, and you're back on the road again tomorrow. So best of luck with everything you're doing. And you're coming back. So happy to have you in May. May 27th, Abel has agreed to be the host for a Leaders of Tomorrow conference we have through the Ontario Black History Society. So we're so happy to have you. And you're going to perform again for us for the youth. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Abel Maxwell, everybody. We'll be back.